Hello, everyone. Welcome to One by One, a podcast where we uncover the stories, strategies, and secrets behind extraordinary success. I'm your podcast host, Robert Murigi, and we'll be building each other from the ground up. Join us as we uncover the blueprints of building a life, a career, or a business from the ground up. Subscribe now and never miss an episode from us. And on our today's podcast, we are going to explore yet another mechanical proverb, and this one says that experience is the best teacher, but the tuition is high. What do we mean by this? Some of us have lived it, and we have paid a hefty price for the things that have gone through in our lives. And we find that the price is not just about money. It could be your time or your relationship or even your mental and physical health. What are we doing about this? And therefore, let us think about this just like cooking. See, when you learn how to cook, and like myself, my mother taught me how to cook chapati when I was very young at grade 7. But is this one thing that you'd want to do at the right time? Because if you do not do this and you get frustrated, you may never get the lesson in. I tried to cook it and I could never do it in my life. But what happened after a few attempts? I got it and I was able to grasp the whole experience so that I'm able to do it in the future. And because we are on our Christmas season now, it is good for all of us to see how this concept resonates with so many of us, especially as we approach the end of the year. But let us look at what happened to one of my friends, Johnson, when he started his career, and the career did not go very well after some time. The first exam that was done in that school, because he was a teacher, it was all a failure, and Johnson was not happy with the whole job. As the project terribly failed, the money was lost, the time was wasted, and his ego was bruised. But what happened? The tuition was paid in full. And therefore, when Johnson was able to share this experience, that experience taught me something invaluable, and the importance of collaboration and knowing when to seek assistance. I learned that being vulnerable isn't a weakness, but it is a strength. And therefore, Johnson needed the team and people who could bring their strength when he was weak. Johnson's story highlights very well that lessons that we learn often that the hard way forms the backbone of our growth. That the hard way forms the backbone of our growth. And in the realm of the mental health, what are we going to find here? We have seen people go through significant struggles. The tuition can be in form of anxiety, depression, or relatable issues. And these experiences often leads to individual to powerful realization about the self-awareness, vulnerability, and resilience. And as we gather these experiences, one thing is very clear to us. While the cost of learning through these experiences is very high, the value gained often outweighs these costs that we go with. But how do we mitigate these costs? Here are the 3 strategies based on corrective experiences. And the first thing that you are going to do, and the best thing, is to find a mentor. Seek out to others who have been facing what you are going through today. They can share invaluable insights that can save you time and headache. The other thing that we could do very well is to embrace failure. Understanding that failure is part of the journey, instead of fearing those mistakes, view them as a stepping stone towards your growth. And the third thing that you could do very well to help on this is doing self-reflection. Spend time reflecting on your experiences. You check what worked and what did not work before. This simple step can help you avoiding or to avoid that paying that the same tuition fee twice. And therefore, as we wrap up our episode today, we are encouraging our viewers to remember that experience is the best teacher. And yes, the tuition is often high, but with each lesson learned, we become a little bit wiser, a little bit stronger, and a little bit brave in facing the world. As we predicted that the end of this year, so many of us will have helped each other. I see that it is approximately 6 months since I started this podcast, and so many of us have benefited. I've also received good feedback from so many of my subscribers. So as we go towards the new year, tell a friend to tell a friend, and let us continue inspiring each other. Let us find mentors and good people that we can work together with, so that our future will be certain. And as we carry on with the good work, thank you for being so honest with ourselves, and even with one by one wishes you all Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And whether you are an aspiring entrepreneur, a seasoned professional, or simply someone looking for inspiration, one by one we will equip you with the tools and insights you need to lay the foundation of your own success stories. And if you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and leave us a comment. Your feedback helps us to grow and to bring you even more inspiring stories. Thank you for listening to Building from the Ground Up. Remember, every great accomplishment starts with one single step. What will you build today? And until next time, keep building, keep striving, and keep reaching for your dreams.